Okay. Okay. How many? 1, 2, 3. Okay. We wait for a few minutes because the students are logging. Okay. How many students right now? There are 4. Okay. We have wait for 2 minutes. Okay. However, we have to continue. Just 1 to 2 minutes we have to wait, and we have to continue. Okay. So welcome all of you in second semester. Hope all of you are good. There is still there is some problems in network. Yeah. My voice is audible to everyone. Let me first of all confirm its voice is working good. Yes. Okay. So without any delay, we have to continue. So today, we'll start our second semester. Can anyone view this slide properly? I think so. There is no problem for students. Okay. Yeah. So good afternoon, everyone. Still, there is some restrictions on this one. Okay. So today we have discussed about the physics paper 5. The name of paper is electricity and magnetism. Okay. For this semester, as usual, there is 4 chapters. Okay. In electricity and magnetism, there are 4 chapters. First, vector algebra. Second, electrostatics. Third, magnetostatics. And fourth one is transient currents. Okay. This one is the somewhat clear roadmap of the second semester. Okay, syllabus. For this particular case, we have the vector algebra. Paper 5 includes electricity and magnetism. It includes vector algebra, electrostatics, magnetostatics, and transient currents. Okay. So let us we have take there is some pointer I want to take it properly. Is it working or not? Yeah, here is a pen. Okay. For this particular case, we have actually for electricity and magnetism, we have this. First chapter is vector algebra. This one is actually the mathematical physics. Okay, vector algebra. But the university required this to understand the some basic mathematical equations which are frequently used in electricity and magnetism phenomena as well. Okay. So for this case, vector algebra, dot and cross product, this one. Okay. Uh, first, okay, first article. After that, a scalar triple product and its geometrical interpretation. Let me first of all clear you that the scalar product and its geometrical interpretation for this carries only 5 marks for regular exams, but in online mode in MCQ type, there is somewhat minor questions which carries 2 mark, 1 mark, depending upon the nature of mode of marks decided by our university, that may be from time to time or varies time to time. Okay, it's okay. So a scalar product, you know what are the scalars, what are the vectors, right? The quantity which have magnitude and direction is called the vector, and for the scalar, the quantity which possesses itself only magnitude. ज्या क्वांटिटी मध्ये फक्त मॅग्निट्यूड असते त्याला आपण स्केलर म्हणतो, आणि व्हेक्टर कशाला म्हणतो आपण? ज्या क्वांटिटी मध्ये स्केलर आणि सॉरी मॅग्निट्यूड आणि त्याची दिशा असते, त्याची डिरेक्शन असते, राईट? So like this, these are the already you have learned all those things in 11th class. After that in 12th class. Okay. So on that basic, these are the next steps. Okay. So there is a scalar triple product, and after that its geometrical interpretation. Geometrical interpretation means its physical significance of the physical significance of that product, particularly scalar one. After that, vector triple product. Already I have mentioned you that what is the scalar and what is the vector. Okay, scalar means what? Magnitude, the quantity which possesses magnitude itself. ज्या क्वांटिटी मध्ये मॅग्निट्यूडचं कन्सिडरेशन होतं त्याला आपण स्केलर क्वांटिटी म्हणतो. आणि व्हेक्टर क्वांटिटी इज व्हिच क्वांटिटी? यस, एनीवन फ्रॉम स्टुडंट्स? Yes, anyone can unmute their mic, unmute their sound. What is the vector quantity? Yes, Rahane. Okay, it's no problem. You can put your answers in chat box as well. Okay, because if I ask these questions, then we are very time restriction, only 40 minutes is there. Okay, so scalar dot and cross product. Okay, after that scalar and vector, scalar product, scalar triple product and vector triple product. After that, gradient of scalar and its physical interpretation. Okay. After that, please, whose voice is on, please mute your sound. Okay. The students which have the sound. Okay, I think there is no problem. But from which candidate this sound comes? Okay, no problem. Here After that, scalar and vector triple product and its geometrical interpretation. After that, gradient of scalar. Okay. Next one is divergence and curl of vector function and their physical interpretation. After that, line, surface, and volume integrals. Okay, this one. Gauss divergence theorem and Stokes theorem. Okay. Gauss divergence theorem and Stokes theorem. This one is the first chapter. Okay. First chapter is scalars and vectors, right? Basic concept already you are clear. Okay. So what is happening? There is a restriction of scalars and vectors. We have to further steps. Scalar, what is the scalar triple product and what is the vector triple product and its geometrical interpretation. After that, gradient of scalar and its physical. After that, divergence and curl of vector function and their physical interpretation. Okay, and there are some basic definitions: line, surface, and volume integrals. After that, there is some big derivation related to Gauss divergence theorem and Stokes theorem as well. Okay, this one is the syllabus for chapter first syllabus. Okay, but after that, electrostatics. As you know that electrostatics chapter second, Coulomb's law, right? Coulomb's law already we have learned. Okay, in detail we have to see. Okay, we have to check its validity. Okay, for electrostatics. Okay, so what is the condition? The condition is that uh, for its detailed explanation, we have to Coulomb's law. After that, here electric field and field due to point charge, right? We have to define the point charge. Point charge, or we can say test charge. Okay, point charge. Okay, point charge or test charge, we can say, very simple language. Okay, we are the in electrostatics, Coulomb's law. After that, electric field, field due to point charge. After that, flux of electric field. Okay, another one is Gauss law. Gauss law is derivation. Okay, not only restricted to its statement itself only. Okay, keep in mind, Coulomb's law also derivation and Gauss law also derivation in our syllabus. Okay, and there is what is flux, electric field, uh, field due to test charge or point charge. Okay, and after that we have the differential form of Gauss law, right? Gauss law statement means derivation of it. After that, differential form of Gauss law. What is electric potential? Okay, what is electric potential? Potential due to point charge. Okay, here point charge or test charge. Keep in mind same meaning, test charge. Okay, okay, point charge or test charge. Okay, a potential due to point charge, potential and field due to electric dipole. You know dipoles, right? Okay, electric dipole. Okay. After that, the at some extent there is some details of dielectrics. Okay. So what are the dielectrics? Materials you have to explain in detail in our syllabus. What are dielectrics? Okay. For example, we have to take the number of dielectric materials which have the polar and non-polar molecules. Then we have applied the electric field on it. Then it align its direction in the applied field direction. Okay, that are the dielectrics, which include polar and non-polar molecules as well. Okay, which are giving response to electric field. Okay, and some are not giving the response to electric field. Okay, the molecules which give response, their dipole moment is very fastly changes. Okay. Okay, no problem. We have another one is polarization of dielectrics. Okay, how the polarization of dielectrics is taking place, we have to explain in this article. After that, already we have Gauss law in here, above Gauss law, and its differential Gauss law also we have. Okay, some mathematical one. Okay, so what is the Gauss law in particular? Okay, what is the role of Gauss law in dielectrics? Okay, that is the most important we have to see, and relation between D and P, right? Okay, divergence, it's dielectrics, and what we can say polarization phenomenon. Okay, just I will minimize it. Okay, no problem. Oh, there is some restriction. Okay. Next chapter. Students have any questions, they can ask or put in chat box. Okay. After finishing this, we have the question and answering session also in extra lecture we have to put. Okay. There is no problem for that. Okay. Next chapter is that is magnetostatics. Electrostatics means what? The study of charges at a rest position. All right. Electrostatic. Statics means what? Friction. Electro means related to electricity or electrons. Okay. The friction, the study of friction of charges which are at rest or in moving condition. That are the electrostatics. And for magneto is magnetic, right? Statics means what? Friction, right? So the charges which are created, by means of magnetic field. Okay. The charges which are created by means of, yes, by means of magnetic field. Okay. So what is the magnetic field? First of all, you know it. What is the magnetic field? Okay. After that, magnetic induction. Magnetic induction means what? If we have the here primary coil, sorry, here this one primary coil, here is secondary coil, and between these two, there is here iron core, right? Okay, here primary and secondary. When we are on the switch, at that time, what happen? There is change in the coil, changes in the primary coil is taking place, and that changes induced in the secondary coil. This one. Okay. So this one is called as induction phenomena is observed in this case. Okay. So magnetic flux, Biot-Savart law, right? Magnetic induction due to straight conductor. Okay. After that, carrying currents, magnetic induction on the axis of solenoid. After that, Ampere's law, differential form of Ampere's law. Okay. Moving coil ballistic galvanometer, moving coil BG, ballistic galvanometer, expression for charge. Okay. And last chapter is we have the transient currents. Okay. Transient currents, as you know that, what is the current? The flow of electrons. Okay. Inside the conductor or current carrying conductor. Okay. Transient currents means what? What is the current? You have to define it first of all. Okay. After that, current is nothing but the flow of electrons. Okay. Inside the wire or inside the conductor. Okay. In scientific language. Okay. So for transient currents, we have the derivation growth and decay of current in circuit containing L and R. L and R means what? L means inductance, R means resistance. Okay. This one is the first derivation for the transient currents from chapter 4. Okay. Growth and decay of current in a circuit, the circuit which includes inductance and resistance, its growth and decay. Okay, both derive an expression of circuit containing L and R. Okay, growth. And another derivation, derive an expression of decay of current in LR circuit. So you have to LR circuit. Okay, L means how we have to draw this L, inductance like this one, and here resistance like this one. Okay, we have to draw the circuit like this one. Okay, here capacitor. Here not necessary to here capacitor. Okay, we have to connect it to the battery itself. That's all. Okay, here positive terminal, here negative terminal. That's it. Okay, first derivation. Okay, next one was charge and discharge capacitor through resistor. Charge and discharge of capacitor through resistor means what happen? In this case, we have to here capacitor, we have to add here capacitor. Right? One more. All right. Charge and discharge of capacitor through resistor, CR circuit. Here not inductance, right? We have only here capacitor, and another in one is what? Here resistance, R. CR circuit. Very simple language. Okay. CR circuit. That's it. Okay. And another next one is growth and decay of charge in LCR circuit. Growth and decay of charge in LCR circuit. Okay, growth and decay of charge in LCR circuit. L means what? L means inductance. Okay. C means what? Capacitor. And R means what? Resistance. That's it. Okay. We have to connect it, right? Here, this one is the battery. We have connect. Okay. Here, the question is what? The syllabus is what? Growth and decay. First derivation is what? Derive an expression of LCR circuit for growth of current, right? Growth of charge inside the LCR circuit. Derive an expression of circuit containing LCR components, okay, which have decaying charge. Okay. So for both case, you have to derive it. This one is the battery. This one is LCR. Okay. This one is the your syllabus, my dear students. Okay. So if you have any problem, you can ask. There are the number of books for this syllabus, 4 chapters. For mathematical related chapter which one? Chapter first. Here this one, vector algebra. For vector algebra, we have the mathematical methods in physics by D. Biswas. Okay. This one is the first chapter, which all articles which are mentioned in the chapter first, this, right? Scalar, vectors, curl, divergence, okay. Gauss divergence, surface line, volume integrals, okay. Divergence and vector functions, all those articles include, can be covered easily in this book. Which one? Mathematical methods in physics, D. Biswas. Okay. Next one is what? Chapter second to fourth. Okay. For second chapter here, electricity and magnetism, R. Murukshan. Okay. R. Murukshan, right? Electricity and magnetism. Here, electrostatics, magnetostatics, and transient current. These 3 chapters include are covered in reference book Electricity and Magnetism by Murukshan, R. Murukshan. Another good reference book is Gupta Kumar, Electrodynamics, ED by Kumar Gupta. Okay. somewhat foreign author book. It's good, but some language is tough one, pretty good. Foundations of Electromagnetic Theory, Reeds and Milford. This one is good book, but the language is somewhat difficult to understand the students. Okay, so this one is the total our syllabus. Once I repeat, yeah, vector algebra chapter first, second chapter is electrostatics, third chapter is magnetostatics, fourth chapter is transient currents. Okay. Here first, here electrostatics, we have to just check the electrostatics. Okay, electrostatics. What is electrostatics? Yes, we have few minutes left. We have 6 minutes left. Okay, 6 minutes in our hand. So we have take this opportunity to discuss within 6 minutes. Okay. What is electrostatics? Yes. Yes. What is Coulomb's law? Anyone? Shubham Pathare. Unmute. I think there is some network issue with him. Okay. This much is sufficient today, I think so. And tomorrow we will start our syllabus. Okay. First, we have to take our electrostatics. After that, is magnetostatics and transient currents, all those things. Okay. Yes, anyone have doubt, they can ask me simply. There is no problem. Yes. Otherwise, I will finish these sessions because our time is approximately at the end. Yes. Okay. I think there is no more questions from students. I will end this session. Okay. And tomorrow at same time, we are to start our chapter electrostatics. Okay. Thank you all of your patience to present for this class. Okay. In online mode, and hope you enjoy this session. I will here stop this. Okay, here this session.